having a great day? So, I think I did a video and then it was Sunday and I took the day off. Like the first Sunday I'd taken off forever. And my dad actually came out and cut my amaranth down, which was like the biggest stalks ever. So that was nice of him. And then I just have the rest. And I'm having a hard time cutting some of it because I can still use some of it. But really, I haven't been getting too many orders. I do have some snapdragons though over there that are coming on. Maybe I can get a picture. They're so pretty. Like, they're looking pretty because the weather has gotten cool. And there's a bunch at one of the ends down here. So today, I'm gonna see how much I can get done. It would be nice if I could get almost everything done. So the things I have to do is I have to wind up all of this drip line, and then I have to finish cutting everything down, and then I need to dig up all my glad bulbs and all of my peony bulbs, and then I have an entire row of zinnias left over there to chop down. And today we're gonna see if I'm working just a little smarter. I did it, people. I watched a YouTube video. I put this saw blade on the end of my weed eater. I think I did it right, and I hope that guy knew what he was talking about. It seemed like it fit snug. He did say to torque it, and I did it as tough as I could. And so I'm gonna see if this actually cuts them down a lot faster, or if it was just as quick to cut them down by hand. I don't know which one's gonna be better. So I think I'm just gonna go to the end down here and maybe try it with the basil. I'll take you along. But let's see. Oh my God! It just slices it like nothing, people. Oh no, can you see it? I think it's going to be a lot faster. But then the stuff kind of gets in your way. So I don't know. I guess I could just go through and chop it all down and then maybe clear it and then maybe chop it closer to the plastic later if I even have to. We'll see. It seems faster, and maybe I'll get better at it, but I'm leaving too big of ends on it because I'm scared to get close to my plastic. So I'm going to clean this up really quick and then I'll see. I seem to chop them down pretty good. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get everything chopped down that's woody, and then pull up my drip line and go from there. So it's about time for lunch, but as you can see, I got all of the drip line ripped out here. I did stop at my celosia because it's still going pretty strong and it looks really good. So I think what I'm gonna do is just burn off my plastic pieces because this field over here isn't as long. And I'm thinking of doing 20-foot sections of the black stuff next year instead of 150 foot. Like, it's quite a bit, and I think 20 foot will be easier to manage. So I might just take my burner, since it just rained, and just burn off the fabric, and then I can roll this one all the way up here to my Lysianthus that is actually still budding and has a few flowers. So I should be able to get the rest of this ripped out this afternoon. And then I was looking at those zinnias and they don't look that great. So I think I'm just going to take that weed eater with the blade and go up that row. And that will be the last that I have to cut down until I get, until I finally want to cut down my celosia and some of my other stuff that's growing down there. So it's coming along, and I'm going to go to lunch, and I'll be back after lunch. This is my last row. I have to clean it up. So I'm glad it cut down, kind of. It doesn't cut as good as the clippers. It's close to the bottom, but so far I've been able to kind of pull up the black stuff as I go. So that's all I really need to do, I think. Because I think the other stuff will die down, and maybe it's easy to till. We'll see what happens with that. So I pretty much I left my little row of snapdragons because they're still blooming and I might get a few bouquets out of them. And then I noticed some lisianthus popping. And at the very end down there, I left my celosia. This is my row of lavender. So I don't know yet how I'm going to do that. I have to somehow get it out of the black stuff without ruining the roots or the greenery. I think some of the greenery can probably get cut off because you are supposed to trim it every year anyway. But I've got to get it out, and then hopefully with the rows that I can plow up, I can put some of it in the correct spacing. And I think this week my peony bulbs are coming. It's supposed to rain a ton tomorrow, But it's been so dry that I'm hoping that it dries out in a week or two. And if not, if worse comes to worse, I will roll down a straight piece of the black fabric and I will burn holes every 4 feet, and I will stick the plants I need to get in by drilling a hole or doing something like that. It'll be a lot easier if I can get it tilled first, but I don't know if that's going to be able to happen. But I will keep you updated. So I remembered it was going to rain tomorrow, so I thought I would go scavenge some of the stuff that I just had in some places before it gets torn out. They're pretty. These are the end of the season flowers, but since it's going to rain tomorrow, I thought I don't have a lot of focal flowers, but maybe I can put some stuff together that looks really pretty, and it'll be my last bouquets of the season. I keep saying that, like every week. But I got the drip all pulled out, and I got my black stuff all the way down. There is a little patch of lavender, and I want to dig that out, so I couldn't pull the rest of this row out yet. So I'm hoping that after it rains, it dries out enough that I can come out, dig up my peonies, my gladiolas, and at least that row of lavender, and then hopefully get this in between here tilled and all of that tilled, and then I can hopefully put my lavender back in and it won't die. Otherwise, I'll have to think about that and look it up tonight. I don't know how long it needs to be in the ground before the first frost. But I do know that my peony bulbs and all of that are coming in, so I should be able to get them in the ground. Yay! So I still have a truckload, and since it's gonna pour and I'm losing some daylight, I think I'm gonna get that unloaded and call it a day, and maybe work with these beauties tomorrow and try to make some bouquets. Thanks for following along, guys. It was a busy day, but we got it done. Yeah. Have a great night.